Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Ask an Architect, where I, Tim Alatorre, a licensed architect, answer your questions about architecture, design, construction, anything else you might have. And you can submit your questions to aaa@domum.design. Okay, so today's question comes from pretty much everybody, and the question is, Tim, what is on your face? Well, the answer to that is I went camping for a week in the mountains, and there really wasn't a reason to shave. So now I've got it, not quite sure how to get it off, but we'll see how long it sticks around. No, just kidding. So today's question really comes from Holly, and Holly's question is, my contractor messed up, now what? The real question isn't, if your contractor messes up, what should you do? The real question is, when your contractor makes a mistake, what efforts do they make to fix it, right? I mean, that's really what you want to know. It's not your responsibility to fix your contractor's mistakes. Okay, so let's say the contractor made a big mistake, right? They cut something wrong, they installed something wrong, and they don't see it as being wrong. They say, it's fine the way it is, we'll just paint over it, nobody will notice, right? And you say, no, it really is wrong, it needs to be fixed. Best case scenario, the contractor recognizes the mistake and they agree to fix it as part of their contract, right? I mean, that's really what we want. Sometimes mistakes really aren't mistakes, they're just changes that are a natural course of the project. And so as the property owner, the project owner, you need to be a little flexible, and that's why there's contingency dollar amounts in construction budgets. So in that case with the building inspector, they've come out and they said, hey, you know what, you did this before, but now we really want it like this. Well, that really should just be covered by your contingency budget. That's not really the contractor's fault. They should make every effort now to comply with what the inspector wants. We as the architect can be your advocate to help enforce corrections with the contractor, right? We can reject the work and request that they fix it. It becomes a little trickier on smaller projects, especially projects with smaller budgets, or worst case scenario, where the contractor is a friend of yours, right? How do you resolve that? So all contractors in the state of California and other states as well are required to post bonds for their license. Now, the state of California, I think the limit right now is about $15,000. I actually had it up here earlier, but that amount changes. Also, depending on your project, you might have additional bonding and insurance that you require of the contractor to cover any issues that might arise. So let's say it was a smaller project, the project values are under $15,000. Then what you would do is you can file a complaint with the Contractor State Licensing Board. And you lay out the case and what the issue is. They'll do an investigation and they'll help you through mediation or arbitration or whatever needs to be done. And you can actually be compensated for damages by getting paid out of that contractor's bond, right? Obviously, this doesn't look good for the contractor. It's going to be a mark on their license. So they want to try to resolve it and not have to go through where you pull from their bond. So really, those are the recourses. Having a friendly conversation, trying to work it out. If you can't have a friendly conversation, see if there's another bond or some insurance in place on the project that you can draw against, or possibly the contingency fund. And then third recourse would be to go to the licensing board. Biggest factor in getting that right is having the right contractor to begin with. So we can help you. We have a number of contractors that we work with that we can recommend. Also in the link below, I'm going to put a link down there for our free guide on how to hire a contractor. And there's some really good tips in there on how to evaluate if the contractor is the right person for your project. Also, if you have a project that you're interested in getting started, down below there's also a link for our free 30-minute consultation. And I'd be happy to talk to you on the phone about your project and any complications you might be facing. So with that, I'm Tim Alatorre, and until next time, this has been Ask an Architect. Thanks for watching.